beautiful, beautiful day out in there. Hey, welcome to vlog number 5. We meet again. So I've got some advice here. We are already talking about the basics, and I said we're going to be expanding on those. Thanks for joining me along this drive, I actually want to say. But we're going to talk a little bit. We're going to do some quick stuff about, well, what are some information, what's some other things you can glean that really will help you take this over the top? Well, one of the things we really talked about with setting down the basics was making sure you put everything forth. And one of the things that you can do is to make sure you're dotting all of your I's, you're crossing all of your T's, make sure you're doing all of that information, and make sure you're sending in the forms that they want. Be sure, if you're looking online especially, to look and say, okay, what are these things that they want? Do they want a resume? Do they want a cover letter? Do they want... there's something about there, especially for teachers. If you are, wanting to teach, you need to actually have an entirely different kind of cover letter that talks about all of your history in education, what you've learned, where you've taught, that kind of thing. So if they need that, you also want to be looking and make sure you have that to go to them. If you're not going online, make sure you're sending it to the right place. Do you have the correct address? Do you have the right envelope? Are you going to need a bigger size envelope because you're sending some bigger size papers as well? Do you have the right, information going to them? Do you have a DVD that maybe needs to accompany them? Do you have a poster that needs to go to them? Those types of things. So make sure you have all of that organized. Again, it all comes back to the organization and that passion and showing that you really are interested in this is something that you want to do. So I'm kind of putting this under the umbrella of maximization and making sure that you get everything out of what you're putting in, so you're maximizing all of your efforts to get the most to the employer so that they can see the most of you. All right, that is vlog number 5, your tips there for maximization. Again, remember, we'll come back to those actually in a few weeks, and I have some surprises I think you're going to like, because I'm going to try to get some people involved in this, some other people to tell you their stories and their adventures in finding a job. Until next week, again, you can leave comments or questions below right here on the vlog. Until next week, though, have a good one.